Cheers, everybody. Happy Wine Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in to Jam Happy Hour. And I'm very excited to present and to be joined by Kerry Kathleen today. How we doing, Kerry?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. I know it took a while because we were going to do December and then January, I think. But we made it. Third time's the charm.
I am so happy. Third time's the charm. At least we get to use that saying, and it actually made it.
To everybody tuned in today, Kerry Kathleen is just amazing musician, and she's also a psalm. So we are pairing the forces really well today between music and wine. And with that being said, I just want to cheers you, Kerry. Cheers to everybody that's tuned in. We made it to February, the second month of 2021. So
we did.
Thank goodness.
Better things coming.
Yes. And I know you have some stuff coming up that I thought I'd mention real quick. You have a staggered release coming up over the next few weeks. If you want to talk about that for a quick sec, and then we'll get into the first song.
Thanks. Well, I have a lot of remixes coming, which is cool. I thought it was just going to be a few remixes, but I have 4 waterfall releases of EP and landing with an EP called the Remixes EP. Starting February 12th, February 19th, February 26th, and then March 5th. I have some amazing, club-ready remixes that are insane, and I've gotten to work with some of the coolest producers, including Melk and Cooks. And so those are coming out in just a few weeks, and then the EP with all 4 songs as a bundle will be March 5th.
Perfect. So with that being said, everyone watching, make sure that you replenish your wine supply because we're still in the pandemic, and you gotta party to these songs that are going to be coming out with some wine at home. So you can find it at jamsellers.com/buy. You can buy directly from us through our delivery system, or also use our wine finder that'll provide you with a list of local area shops, liquor marts, etc. that supply our wines. So also check Kerry out, check her music out. She's got an Insta at kerrykathleen.music. Our website is kerrykathleen.net. And we've got Spotify. I think all the major music platforms are going to be hosting those new releases, right?
Yeah, you can find them anywhere. For my fans, I'll be posting the remixes before so that the fans get first access. Otherwise, you can find it on any streaming platform.
Heck yeah. Well, what do you have for us first today, Kerry? What are we going to be hearing?
So I have a love song that I wrote a year ago, and it's a badass love song, and this is recorded with a producer named Evan Chambers, who's incredible, and it's called Over and Over Again.
Woo.
You said my name like you knew me from another life, I'm sure. This orbit, so familiar, stranger, but I've known you before. By my upper lip makes me tremble, makes the ground beneath rumble. Check my stars again, won't have no secrets. Gravity pulls me, I feel it. 'Cause you winning me over and over again, again. 'Cause you winning me over and over again, again. Oh. In some parallel, paint a bed, we do this all the time. Find a place in this constellation, ages pass in the blink of your eye. By my upper lip makes me tremble, makes the ground beneath rumble. Check my stars again, won't have no regrets. Gravity pulls me, I feel it. 'Cause you winning me over and over again, again. 'Cause you winning me over
Stranger, but I've known you before. From another life, I'm sure. Stranger, but I've known you before.
Woo! Round of applause, everybody watching. This is Kerry Kathleen on Jam Happy Hour. Thank you very much for that, my dear.
Thank you.
Okay, so you said you wrote this and put it out about a year ago, or you wrote it a year ago?
Yeah, so it released on Valentine's Day 2020. And
Right before the pandemic.
right before the pandemic. And it's been my most successful song on Spotify. I think it's up there in the streams, and it's just been people like it. It's catchy, and it's heartfelt, and it's about feeling like you've known someone for years and years.
And okay, so I'm curious, when it comes to that song or any song really in particular, how does your creative process really come to life? How do you go from the original idea? Like, what is that first little seed that you plant within the songwriting process? Is it the instrumentals? Is it a set of lyrics? How does that work for you?
Songwriting is so different depending on if I'm going to be doing it on my piano by myself, or if I have an EDM producer who's like, hey, I love your voice. Will you sing on these beats? And so I feel like challenging my songwriting process to more than one route is going to be obviously the best way to go. So for piano, I just love to feel chords that are kind of moody, because I've been writing a lot of emotional songs in 2020. And then the EDM producer, when they bring me beats, it's a whole nother vibe where I can be like, hey, this song feels like it's an empowering song. It's an upbeat song. So that can actually take me out of my mood, and it can force me to write in that genre, in that feeling of being more uplifting. So I pretty much just hear melodies in my head, and then I just use basically placeholder lyrics, and that's how I start.
Okay. Do you think that's like shifted at all since like this song, or other songs that you've written in the past pre-pandemic? Has your creative process kind of adjusted to your emotional threshold now, or like having to adjust to all virtual stuff? How has that kind of adapted everything for you?
Yeah. I think it's taught me to just learn things on my own, and to be more empowered to learn how to produce more and learn how to be more effective, because we are in our rooms producing. Like how many producers these days, they're bedroom producers. And so just learning how to figure things out when it's hard, YouTube it and just figure it out. And my creative process has pretty much stayed the same. Writing from my heart is what I've always done. But just like learning new tricks, and when you have to pay someone to do something and you can figure out how to do it on your own, it's like the best feeling in the world. So just learning things about Logic Pro.
Yes, absolutely. And I mean, you're for sure a pro, because you've been like with piano, you have been on this since you were like a toddler, right? People were like, oh, she sings too much, or oh, she does too much.
Since I was a singer, absolutely. I mean, piano is more recent, but definitely my parents used to be like, oh my gosh, you sing a lot. And like my brother, they love it. And now they've always been super supportive, and I'm so grateful. But definitely I've had friends tell me I sing too much.
I think it's wonderful.
Thanks.
I think that it's important, like, to follow your heart, whether it be like your hobby or your career path or both. I think that life is too short to only focus on like what's going to make you money. If the two go hand in hand and you can be passionate about something and make money, sure. But if that isn't the case, then I think it taught us a lot, especially during the pandemic, like to slow down and figure out what's going to keep us sane, what's going to keep us going. And I mean, with that being said, I think music has been such a just driving force for everyone to keeping on. And artists such as yourself, Kerry, it's so much appreciated. You know, I'm not going to speak for everyone, but I think that I personally view being a musician as such a difficult task, because you're not only wanting to connect to everyone listening, but you're putting your heart out there. You're telling people, you know, what's been shitty in your life, and you know, and it's so important to have that, because in order for everyone to realize that they're not alone, music is one of those things that keeps us going. And with that being said, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys for doing this too. Like, you know, being able, well, for musicians to express themselves in this platform and have you guys do this whole production and just, oh, it's amazing. It's incredible.
Well, and okay, so I know you have a song coming up in a sec, but I wanted to talk a little bit about Katie. So you guys are roommates, or are you still roommates, or?
When I was in Sonoma, she was
Okay.
my roommate, and then I moved to LA last year.
And she sounds kind of like the most epic hype woman, like you're just partner in crime that's there by your side.
She's amazing. We wrote Homegirl together, and that's the majority of what the remixes are about, because the song, you know, when producers hear my repertoire of songs, they're like, that's the song I want to remix, Homegirl, because it's just such a vibe.
Yes.
And so Katie is a poet, and she can freestyle, and she has inspired me in so many ways. Being a good person, first and foremost, loving people deeply with so much compassion, and, you know, befriending everyone that she meets. She pretty much found my band in a bar because she was so friendly. And we had a bassist, and she connected the dots, and she brought everybody together like a family. So she's incredible.
Well, okay, so shout out to Katie, first of all.
Yeah.
And I think Coco earlier was kind of going over the little the fun game that I have going, where you take a sip after a joke.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what's the difference between a roommate and a cat?
I don't know.
One is a housemate, and one has a housemate, and the other has a mouse hate.
Mouse hate. Oh
Cheers.
my God, you're so cute.
Cheers, Kerry.
Cats are honestly the best too, and I love cats. So
Cheers to everybody watching. Thanks for tuning in today. Check Kerry's music out on the links below. If you need to replenish your wine supply, check us out on the links posted below. And in the meantime, we're going to get to hear Homegirl.
yay, my favorite.
Keep it fresh. You wanna keep it interesting. It's a brand new start. I know you're listening. And with my words, you know I'm christening. A song I could only hope to sing. Why you gotta go? Why you gotta go? I'll be here, it's so clear. I'll be here, it's so clear. And you wanna home girl, and you wanna home girl, and you wanna home girl for life. You wanna play me a song, and it will be alright. All I need is you and I tonight. So come take a ride with me to a world with less insanity, sanity, more clarity. When you close your eyes, you say you visualize a happy home with you and I. Why you gotta go? 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 I'll be here. It's so clear. I'll be here. It's so clear. And you wanna home girl, and you wanna home girl, and you wanna home girl for life.
Woo! Thank you, Kerry Kathleen, everybody. Welcome to Jam Happy Hour. And that was Homegirl, which was a release from end of 2019 or mid 2019.
Yeah, it was released it was my debut single, actually, April 2019.
Oh, and it ended up being on an EP later, right?
Not yet. It'll be on this the remixes EP twice. So there'll be two different remixes of it. But that's basically, it blows my mind that was the first song that I released, and people are so excited about remixing it, because I was like, that was my first song. So
Well, I mean, with music, it's like whatever it is that you are singing about, whether it be passion in the more emotional, sad sort of sense, or passion in terms of just pure joy and happiness, like what Katie and you guys being roommates way back when, you can really tell when someone is putting their all and their passion into a song. And that one, I mean, even though it was your first single, your first release, I mean, there's a reason that it gained the popularity it did. And it's just beautiful. So
thank you.
do you want to get into another song? I know
Sure.
you were talking about Reverie earlier.
Oh yeah. So this is a song that I wrote about daydreaming, and it's called Reverie.
Ta-da! Living that dream, see it so clearly. Neon bright, you're near me. Spinning on a living room floor. You show me, and I want more. You give me that, you give me that, you give me that, my reverie. Da-dum, da-dum. You lift into the sky, here with me, coming alive, making me dizzy. At night I feel the energy move. Follow me close to you. You give me that, you give me that, you give me that. my referee.
Woo! Thank you, Kerry.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry, my wine is here. Oh, thank you.
Oh, that was who's that?
No, another one. This is Irie.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
She's saying hi. Well, with that being said, if you need wine delivered, it won't get to you quite as quick as I have access to here, thanks to Irie. But if you want wine delivered to your door, or if you want to find wine in your local area, just head over to jamcellars.com. And I am enjoying this music so much, as I'm sure everyone watching is. And if you want to find the music component of today's show, then you can venture over to Spotify, Apple Music, all your major platforms. Kerry, are you on Bandcamp at all? Do you have any merch?
I have a couple of pieces of merch on my website, kerrykathleen.net, and I think on Facebook Marketplace. It's all new. Everything recently is very new. So I have a wine knot beanie. It says wine knot with a question mark.
Oh, I love it.
Very cute. It goes with my wine and music brand. And then I have a little wine stopper that has the logo on it.
Heck yeah. So you can find all that we've talked about in the links below. And on this fine Wine Wednesday, the first Wine Wednesday of February, if you're feeling tipsy today, then you can also venture over to @KathleenMusic on Venmo and drop a buck or two or what have you, and show your appreciation, because we're basically getting our new normal version of a concert right now, which is
So
very
fun.
much
This is
missed.
so amazing.
Yes. And I mean, we were talking about it earlier, but you and Katie have got to come do some wine tasting here in downtown Napa pretty soon.
I would love that. I would love to see you guys and taste your wines. I love your wines.
Yes. So what are you sipping on right now?
Oh, so I was gonna make sure the vocals sound good before I really get into this.
Or are you
but
going to do
I'm
some
so-
ASMR?
I'm so excited to try more of this. I've already had the regular butter, so this is the Napa butter.
Yes. So you've
But
got
I'm
the black
scared it's
label
gonna
version
throw
of
off my
this.
vocals, so I'm gonna super try this as soon as I'm done singing.
You got it.
You're trying which butter?
So you have the black label version of this, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So we have both available online for everyone watching. They're both amazing.
Smells so good.
But yeah, that's like our more tasting room Napa exclusive version. It's delicious. They're all delicious.
This
I'm
one
drinking
has
our
just
toast.
a lot more of that cool climate, citrus and salt, and it has a little bit more minerality than the regular butter, which I like already on the nose. I'm getting just much more elegant, and it's just a little bit more complex on the nose, a little more
Yeah.
oceany, salt, citrus.
Oh, you got it, Miss Som. It's from over in Carneros in Napa. So we got the San Pablo Bay breeze that rolls in and influences the grape varietal a little bit differently than our Central Valley grapes that we utilize for
And
our California.
Carneros, hands down, some of the best Chardonnays in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Anything from Carneros.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, it's so fun that you have all this wine knowledge. I love it. Okay, so this day in history, so back in 1995, gonna shout out to the women today, because today's National Women Physicians Day. So shout out to all the women out
Yay.
there that
Thank
are
you for all the
taking part.
physicians working right now.
Yeah, thank you so much. All the frontline workers. And then this day in history, so February 3rd, back in 1995, which is, oh geez, what, 26 years ago?
25.
26, because we're in
Oh.
2021 now. Oh geez.
Oh, because my brother was born in 1995 and he's 25, but you're right. It's the new year. Yeah.
It's great. It still feels like 2020.
Yeah.
It's weird. But yeah, the first ever woman to pilot a space shuttle, Eileen Collins, this day in history, that's what took place. So that's pretty cool.
She was the first woman to pilot what?
A space shuttle. So
Oh.
yeah, she went into, yeah. So that's pretty cool. Shout out to all the women out there watching. We're awesome.
That's really
So are men, but shout out to women.
silly.
So, okay, so last year, I know like you put out and you wrote the love song at the beginning, towards the beginning of last year, and then
Yeah.
it was a little bit difficult more towards the end of the year with things going on, as I know it was for a lot of people, especially in love life related
Yeah.
things. And so for you, that kind of turned into and transitioned into your songwriting for some more raw and intense, a little bit melancholy music.
Hmm.
So how did that kind of like shift things for you, music wise? Like, does it change how your songwriting happens, or how does that change things for you?
Yeah, I think I wrote a lot of songs that I just recently shared with my fans in a really raw and emotional private live stream on my website. And my fans got to see songs that are just completely raw on the piano. One of them's called "So I Ran." One of them's called "Soul Suicide," which Katie actually helped me with the lyrics for that, which is about when without human interaction, our souls will die, which is like, that song is powerful. And Katie inspired the lyrics for that, and then I wrote a bunch of other songs about just human emotion and what I've been going through and breakups and all of that. So it's allowed me to definitely continue to songwrite in a different way, because I write different songs than if I was just going to be given an EDM beat. I write
Right.
completely different songs when I'm on the piano. So it's definitely allowed me to open up and use music as a crutch.
Did you, aside from music, did you pick up any like crazy new hobby like sourdough bread? Or I'm like trying to think back. I remember there being just random things that everyone was like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing that
Yeah.
now."
COVID, I've watched a lot of shows. I finished Breaking Bad and I binged that, and Tiger King and all the others.
Yes.
But no, I've just been working on music, and the hardest thing was actually keeping the motivation to continue doing a Wine Wednesday live stream, which I do every single Wednesday, and I've done it since July of last year. So it's been a lot. It's been really hard to keep it up every single week. But I have a marketing team that I've been working with, and they've been pushing me and motivating me. And that's the one thing that's like kept me focused on music, is that I do that Wine Wednesdays every single Wednesday at 6 p.m. And then once a month, I do one privately for my fans.
Very nice. And your inner circle for everyone watching, it's available for, it's like a monthly subscription, and there's different tiers to it, right? There's the fan, the
Exactly.
super fan, and VIP.
Exactly. So you can, for as little as a cup of coffee, $4 a month, you can be like, look, I know music costs a lot. I know she can't gig. If you want to just support me and like have it go directly to my music funds, easy. Like $4 a month, you get access to my live streams. You get a welcome email and wine tips. I send you a monthly wine pairing every month. And then I send you all my behind the scenes. Like, you get to hear my songs right now on my website before anybody else. And then you get to see behind the scenes of all my music videos before anybody else. All that content, all those covers that are only for fans are behind the paywall. And then, of course, that's the $4 membership. But once you go up to the 15 and the 50, then you get more and more benefits like free merchandise and welcome gifts.
Love it. And then you're talking about your Wine Wednesday weekly releases online. And then we actually, for those of you who don't know, we've transitioned into the podcast platform in addition to the visual Jam Happy Hour on Facebook and YouTube, etc. And so any of your major podcast platforms, any of the ones that you use. We now have the Jam Happy Hour podcast in addition to our Jam Happy Hour, and every Wine Wednesday we're releasing that content as well. And
Ooh,
there's a
congrats.
thanks. There's a cool promo code too. So if you go and listen to the podcasts, you're gonna find that, and it'll give you a little bit of a bonus when you go to replenish your wine supply on our website. And thank you to everyone who's tuned in. Thank you for supporting wine and music, two awesome, amazing forces. All right, before we get into another song, Kerry, I have a question. Between you and Katie, who, like, think back when, like, karaoke bars were a thing, who's the better karaoke master? Like, who's the one that gets up there and just, like, absolutely kills it?
So if we're talking like we're at like a party and we're freestyling, Katie's gonna kill it, and her freestyle game is incredible.
Yes.
She's a natural born lyricist, and so she's taught me a lot about lyrics. And when it comes to karaoke, she doesn't do karaoke, so I'm the karaoke person.
All right. Yeah, Katie's a poet, right? So I mean,
She's a poet and she's a
Yeah.
rapper / lyricist, and she'll
Dang.
freestyle. She'll be like, hey Sam, like we're out and out, and Sam's here. You're jamming all day. Like like she'll just like off the cuff, like just randomly, and I'm like, how do
I
you?
love it.
I don't know. She's crazy. She's
Oh
amazing.
my gosh. Well, everyone watching, if you want to comment below, what's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh my
Comment
gosh.
below. I love looking and seeing. 'cause
Yeah, there's so
everyone has a
many
different one.
classics. I mean, a lot of people I feel like are gonna say like Journey, like
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm trying to think.
Okay, how about this question? So I'll let you like simmer with that first question and I'll ask you later. But how about if you were the lead star in a movie and let's think back to just like the craziness of a Las Vegas nightclub. Like there's just chaos all around and there's things going on. But this is like a scene in this movie and you're at the bar and an altercation breaks out. And basically it's a fight scene, whether it's like an AMF being thrown your way or whatever. What do you want as the song playing in the background for your fight song?
For my fight song. First of all, I don't get into fights. I'm a classy broad, okay?
You're a Libra. It's all about balance.
I was like, wait a second. Wait a second.
This is your character, though. You're acting.
Oh, I'm acting.
Yeah.
That's such a tough question. I would say,
Like you're like going like this because there's Chardonnay or something that someone just threw at you, just falling off your sleeve. Your new dress that you got for Vegas.
I don't know. Like, a lot of the songs I listen to are not like fight songs. A lot of the songs I listen to are like,
That's okay.
um,
Because like mine would be American Girl by Tom Petty because you wouldn't think it'd be a fight song,
yeah.
but it could work.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good one. Maybe,
I'll let you simmer with that
yeah.
one too.
I'm going to simmer with it too.
We'll circle back. Okay, do you want to do one or do you want to do two songs back to back? What are you feeling?
Well, to complete the EP of Reverie, there's two songs that we could do together, which would be Bright and Right Back, which are songs that I feel like definitely got lost in that EP, but are really like empowering songs. Bright is about getting through hard times and seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. We can start with that one.
Yeah, it sounds like 2020.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's definitely one of my favorites. And this was also done by an amazing producer, Evan Chambers.
Seasons, they say. Won't you take this rain away? The storms inside me never hide. Rain or tears, I can't decide. Light in the fade, sunshine or shade. This is all we ever are. When will it be right? They tell me sun shines bright in the end. tell me sun shines bright in the end. Bright, bright, bright. Bright, bright, bright. Seasons, seasons the same, illuminating my own way. Mirror changing day by day. Color breaks through the darkest gray. Light in your fade, sunshine or shade. This is all we ever are. When will it be right? They tell me sun shines bright in the end. They tell me sun shines bright in the end. Bright, bright, bright. Bright, bright, bright. Light in the fade, sunshine or shade. They tell me sun shines bright in the end. They tell me sun shines bright in the end. Bright, bright, bright. Bright, bright, bright. Bright, bright. Bright, bright,
This next song is called Right Back.
Wonder if it's meant to be. A kiss so sweet. The things you do to me, feeling dopamine. Left your shoes in my car, didn't get far from your street. And now you're on my mind all the time, and I can't sleep. Baby, don't worry, you got me like that, like that. Baby, don't worry, you got me right back, right back. I guess that I could play it cool and give you space. I want you to, want me to, when we fall into place. Sometimes I know I don't show what I'm trying to say. Said that I was playing games, honey, that's not the case. Baby, don't worry, you got me like that, like that. Baby, don't worry, I'm coming right back, right back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, don't worry,
Kerry Kathleen, everybody. Thanks, Kerry.
Thank you.
And so that just gave us the full rendition of that EP. It's a trio, right?
It's a trio called Reverie EP.
And let's go back to like the beginning, because I know that you got into music at a young age. And did your parents, were they involved with music, or how did that come to be within the family?
Well, my dad has always played trumpet, guitar. He plays piano, but my mom does not at all. She has nothing to do with music. And basically, none of actually my family is outgoing. I'm pretty much the only outgoing one in my family, which is really funny. But my dad actually gifted me his Takamine classical guitar from the 70s. Ooh. And it's like in mint condition. And he gifted it to me when I graduated college in 2013. And I'd never played an instrument. And I'd gone my whole life loving music and being in theater and choir. And then that guitar really set in motion for me my music career. After that, I started to play guitar, and he was the one that gave it to me. So.
And then, okay, so you found like your passion through that, and then you kind of paved your way in terms of your career path. You were doing like the smaller gigs at like clubs, and
Exactly.
Was that in the Bay Area that you were doing that back in the day, or?
Yeah, so I once I became a sommelier, I was able to spend more time on music again, and I was missing it, and I was able to give it the attention that it deserved. And so I started gigging at local bars and restaurants in Sonoma County and Napa, and pretty much, just started at Belly. I performed at Flagship Tap Room. I performed at what's that? Ricardo's Bar, I believe. There's a couple bars that I performed at in Santa Rosa, and
Roadhouse 29.
Roadhouse
when
29.
That was a thing.
Elephant in the Room, and then I just unfortunately moving to LA, and then COVID happened. So, but basically when I was gigging in LA, Katie helped me find a band to accompany me on bigger gigs, and then we started a band called Kerry Kathleen Band, and we are still super close, and they want me to come back and do a gig with them, and they're like, we already have a place, we want you to come back. So I definitely miss it, and it's just some of my favorite memories in the world, being able to gig. And so this live stream has been a way for me to still sing.
Yeah. And then I love the fusion of like indie and pop, and then, the EDM influences that make up your music and make it so unique.
Aw.
I was going to make an EDM joke, but then I decided to drop it.
Yeah, drop it.
Get it?
I love it. We are going to EDM our way to the top and drop it.
What do you call EDM music in a forest?
I don't know.
Treehouse.
Treehouse. I love it. There's so many cool synonyms for like, there's so many different house music now. There's like house and EDM, electronic, dubstep. There's like tropical house now. There's so many.
Can't forget techno.
Techno.
Yeah, it's crazy. I can't wait to like just go back. I would take any concert, even like the styles of music I'm not really into right now. I keep saying like what I wouldn't give to like just have an elbow to the eye socket right now, like you would in a crowd.
Yeah.
I would do anything.
Oh, all
for
those
that.
nights where you got sweaty people around
Yes,
you. People
I would
are
love
spilling your
sweat on me.
drinks, and you're just feeling the energy of people around you. And someone shouts across the room, they're like, "Play Freebird," and you're like, "Okay."
We'll get back there. We'll get back to that point. It is crazy. Like it just feels like such a like crazy distant memory. Just all the especially like the amphitheater concerts that I've been to where you're like indoors and just there's sweat and smoke and everything just everywhere. But for sure, I mean, I love outdoor venues and events even more than indoor. So we're going to obviously get back to that situation first, which I'm stoked for. I don't know when it'll be, but hopefully soon.
I know. I agree. I'm just so excited for life to get back to normal, and
Yes.
hopefully everyone's been healthy. And I know my family is one of them had it, so one of them is immune, and then one of them has the vaccine. So I'm like super lucky because I'm like, great, we got to get everybody dialed in so we can just get back to normal and just see everybody and be with our friends, be with our family.
Let's not have another lockdown. Let's all just follow the rules and get back to normal life. It'll probably be a little different than before, but let's get back to the point where we can see each other again.
Yeah,
See our live music shows.
definitely.
And yeah, we'll get you into our wine and music studio ASAP as soon as
That would be
that's available.
amazing. Oh, that'd be so cool.
Can't wait. All right, my dear. So we've got 2 songs, I think, that we can squeeze in for the next 10 minutes or so. I don't know if you want to do one and then we'll chat a little and then do that final encore, or if you just want to do them back to back and then it's up to you.
Doesn't matter. Let's do Serendipity because I just released it.
Perfect.
Serendipity. Yeah, we can chat in between. That's fine.
Cool.
And Serendipity is a song that I wrote with a producer called Loops Empire. And at first I was like, I don't know, like if this is gonna work, because it's a little out of my genre. This is the song that's more hip hop and more R&B style and soul music, so a little unique.
I was born to meet you, something about you. 'Cause now the world is ending, and I want to find you. The one soul I'm searching for in a deep sea. Hoping it's not too late. Have we already closed the gate? Need to find you, even if it's miles apart. They tell me to move on, but you're the last soul to know. Can't leave it up to chance. Can't leave it up to chance. Can't leave it up to chance, oh no. Can't leave it up to chance. Can't leave it up to chance. Can't leave it up to chance, oh no. Can't leave it up to chance. I will find you. Baby, can't you see we don't need serendipity? We don't need serendipity. Ooh. Can't leave it up to chance, oh no. Can't leave it up to chance. Can't leave it up to chance, oh no. The world is wasting away. I need you here to stay. It's been years since we talked, but it's time to find you. Went out on a limb for you, my dear. Hoping you're still here. I don't want to close this gate. Don't let it just be me, 'cause you might be my destiny. The way you make me laugh, I can't get enough of your soul. Yeah. Can't leave it up to chance. Can't leave it up to chance, oh no. Can't leave it up to chance. Can't leave it up to chance. Can't leave it up to chance, oh no. Can't leave it up to chance. I will find you. Baby, can't you see we don't need serendipity? We don't need serendipity. Ooh. Ooh.
Thank you, Kerry. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in today. This has been Kerry Kathleen on Jam Happy Hour, and thank you for joining us. It is Wine Wednesday, but did you also know, Coco actually gave me this, it's National Carrot Cake Day, and I've got a carrot cupcake here.
Oh my gosh, I want.
Such an underrated cake, I must say.
Yeah.
Like,
I love carrot cake.
so good. I don't know, I'm weird. I don't like cream cheese like on a bagel. I just do butter, like avocado, but I love cream cheese frosting. I don't know what
Carrot
it
cake is
about it.
so good. I love it.
They say carrots, they are good for your eyes. But wine can give you double vision.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah. Wine
The
always
doctor-
helps with a lot more than we think.
absolutely. So cheers, everybody. Cheers. Thank you for tuning in today. Check Kerry's music out on your major music platform, whichever one you prefer. Check her out on Kerry Kathleen. I think it's kerrykathleen.net. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you have been an incredible hostess with the mostest. You're so fun.
Thank you, my dear. Where's Coco? Here. Coco. I'm going to have her say goodbye to you before you get into your last song.
Oh.
Coco. Come here. She doesn't. This wasn't planned. Poor thing. Oh, here we go. I'm going to have you say whatever you want before we get into her last song.
Oh, hello. You've been amazing.
Thank you.
She's been watching right out there, so
Aw.
I showed her the carrot cake
Yes.
that you gave me
Delicious carrot
on
cake.
National Carrot Cake Day. Oh, man.
Okay, bye, guys.
Bye. All right. How did you and Coco met through?
We met through the through Mike at KRCB through their
Okay.
podcast.
Right.
And I was on their Rock and Vino podcast because I'm a musician and a som, and they were like, "Well, that's what our podcast is about."
Yeah, and I mean, same with this. Like, I think that there's no other person that like meshes so perfectly with the Jam Happy Hour than you, Miss Som and Miss Musician. And
Well,
you've
it's an
been
honor.
you've been amazing to host. Let me just
Aw.
say that.
It's been such an honor. Seriously, can we just do this all the time?
I know. All right. So, as our final sort of encore style song, what are we going to be hearing?
So this is a song that is going to be remixed 2 different ways, completely changing the song. And this is a song called 8 Hours. So look forward to the remixes coming out this month.
Call it impulse, call it chemistry. Baby, pull me close, let your body speak. Take a hold of me, take control of me. Don't you even ask, don't take your time on me. Hold on, come take a ride with me up to high roller Vegas, baby. Ooh, this night won't die, got me like fantasy. Ooh, 8 hours is all I need. Eight hours is all I need. Eight hours. Pull the dress on me in your Mercedes seat, hot as the desert sun. Turn me on repeat. Run your mouth on me, don't you ever stop, baby. Can't you see? I don't wanna talk. Hold on, come take a ride with me up to high roller Vegas, baby. Ooh, this height won't die, got me like fantasy. Ooh, 8 hours is all I need. Eight hours is all I need. Eight hours is all I need. Hold on and come take a ride with me up to high roller Vegas, baby. Call it impulse, call it chemistry. Baby, pull me close, let your body speak.
Thank you so much, Kerry. It's been so much fun today.
Thank you. Thanks
you
for
to
everybody that
everyone.
tuned in. I love you guys all. If you're watching, thank you so much.
Woo! Happy Wine Wednesday, everybody.